2002 Suzuki XL-7. So, valve covers are off, and this doesn't look too bad. It's fairly clean to some extent, in my opinion. I only really base it off of other vehicles that I've seen. This does not look too bad. I'll take credit for that. I always do an engine flush, and then only use synthetic oil. But perhaps it's not me. Maybe it's just how it is. This one looks a little cleaner than the rest. Is that cause for concern? It's just the lighting. And as you can see, this might have happened taking it off. I mean, I used a screwdriver to pry it off. If you do that, just don't go crazy, because yeah, this is aluminum. You don't want to make any imperfections in the surface. So I can already see where it looks like a mistake was made. So if I look on the outside here, I already knew that perhaps they tried to smear some RTV on the outside. So that doesn't look like overflow of too much RTV spilling over. It looks like they smeared it on after to try and stop some seepage. RTV, if I'm correct, should go on the surface like yeah. You should see RTV either on the bottom side of this gasket or still on the surface. And I don't feel like I see enough where it should have been. They probably didn't let it set up. They probably just put it on and it was still goopy, and they just put the valve cover on and called it good, but that wouldn't be good enough. You can see on this side where the half moon is, I don't see. It looked like they made a little bit of an attempt to put some RTV down, but I should see more. Just in my opinion, I'm just thinking out loud. This is actually a half moon stuck in here, so this is not even RTV. So to me, it looks like they didn't put any RTV in, and as an afterthought, like, oh no, it's gonna leak, they smeared some on the outside of the head to try and stop some seepage. But clearly I'm seeing all that seepage all over the engine. Yeah, there's just not enough sealant. I mean, you're not supposed to go crazy, but it's got to be some. But we'll see when we get to that. This gasket is in much better shape, so I don't know if they replaced one at a different time than the other. This one's really brittle and ready to fall apart. Well, yeah, this one's a little bit more supple, but nope, just broke. Yeah, they're just old. So that'll be part of this maintenance, changing the valve covers, and I really think I'm gonna get back in here and get this pipe off. It looks like there's a coolant temperature sensor of some sort in there, so that'll get replaced. And any rubber hose, and I don't really want to go crazy, but I might. I'm just like that. I don't like the spring clamps, but the position of some of them, there's just no choice. You can't get a worm gear in there, and if you do, it's like hell to pay to get it off. But I mean, everything in here is kind of like that. You're gonna have to pull everything to get at it, so probably wouldn't matter if it's a worm gear, because you're not getting to some of this stuff anyway, regardless of whether it's a spring clamp or a worm gear clamp. But I just think one of my heater hoses was just really a weak clamp or the wrong size hose, and that might have been what was causing me to lose coolant. So every once in a while I would just have like an empty reservoir bottle, and I don't think the bottle is leaking, and I don't get any coolant on the ground, so hoping not to have a valve cover issue. I mean, head gasket issue, but who knows? You never know. All right, until next time.